All right, let's get into it. Today, we're breaking down a college basketball game that had, well, pretty much everything you could ever ask for. You had a superstar performance, a jaw-dropping comeback, and an ending that went right down to the final frantic second.
You know, we throw that phrase around a lot in sports, a white-knuckle finish. But this game, this was the real deal. It was pure chaos, suspense, and high drama all rolled into one incredible package. So let's dive in.
So the stage was set perfectly over in Chapel Hill for a massive conference battle. This wasn't just any old game. This was a seriously high-stakes showdown between two top 25 teams.
So on one side, you had the 24th-ranked Louisville Cardinals, rolling in with a really solid 28 record. And on the other, the home team, the 18th-ranked North Carolina Tar Heels, standing at 22-6. Both of these teams had a ton to prove, and even more to play for in the ACC standings.
The first half alone felt like its own complete game. I mean, it was a total roller coaster, defined by two completely different stories and some huge momentum swings. Louisville just came out absolutely on fire. They totally silenced that home crowd right from the jump, slowly and methodically building up a double-digit lead. For a while there, it looked like they were in complete control. But then, just when you thought Louisville might run away with it, the Tar Heels woke up. Man, did they wake up. They fought and clawed their way all the way back, erasing that entire 10-point deficit to somehow miraculously snatch a 1-point lead right at the halftime buzzer. The energy in that building just completely flipped. Now, you remember that momentum UNC grabbed right before the half? Well, coming out for the second half, that wasn't just a spark anymore. Oh no. It turned into a full-blown inferno. The Tar Heels came roaring out of that locker room and went on this stunning 17-2 run. They were just unstoppable. Louisville missed their first 10 shots, and you better believe UNC capitalized on every single mistake. And this right here, this was the emotional peak of that run. The high point. Seth Trimble gets a steal, he races down the court for a thunderous dunk, and just lets it all out with this triumphant scream. At that moment, it felt like the knockout punch. And this was his night, no question about it. It was a career-defining performance for Trimble, who ended up with 30 points. He was the engine behind that incredible run, pushing North Carolina's lead all the way up to what seemed like an insurmountable 16 points. Okay, so at that point, you're up by 16 at home, game's in the bag, right? You'd think so. But this, my friends, is where the story takes a truly wild turn. And this is what's so wild about the whole collapse. It's not like UNC suddenly went cold. Look at this. They were actually shooting an incredible 53.6% from the floor. So how on earth did they let Louisville get back in this? Well, here was the fatal flaw, the Achilles heel. For all their great shooting from the field, they just could not hit their free throws. Going 7 for 13 from the line, that's like leaving the door not just unlocked, but wide open for a desperate team to come storming back.
And that comeback, fueled by all those missed free throws, it set the stage for one of the most frantic, chaotic, and nail-biting endings you'll ever see in college hoops.
Okay, try to keep up, because this is just nuts. 12.3 seconds left, Trimble makes it a 5-point game. Game over, right? No. With just 1.3 seconds left, a miracle 3 from Mikel Brown Jr. cuts the lead to 2. Oh my gosh! A quick foul, less than a second on the clock, UNC makes 1 of 2, and Louisville's final prayer at the buzzer comes up short. Just incredible. And there you have it. That's your definition. North Carolina somehow, someway manages to hold on by the thinnest of margins, surviving that furious comeback attempt to win by just 3 points. You could feel the entire arena finally let out a breath.
And when you look back at it, this game was truly a battle of epic individual performances. Trimble's career-high 30 points were just barely enough to overcome the heroic efforts of Mikel Brown Jr. with 24 and Ryan Conwell with 23, who did everything they possibly could to will their team to a win. It just goes to show you, doesn't it? A game can be filled with these massive runs, these incredible career nights, all this emotion, but in the end, the razor-thin difference between a legendary win and a heartbreaking loss can balance on the knife's edge of one missed free throw, one desperation heave, one single moment.